So, what you're about to see is absolutely devastating and petrifying. And your reaction to this should be to be scared. Everybody should be. If you're thinking straight, that should be your reaction. This broke yesterday, and it's being largely ignored. Breaking, President Vladimir Putin warns new Russian weapons will target U.S. if it deploys missiles to Europe. Okay, so first of all, we pulled out of, what was it called, the IMF treaty? We pulled out of this treaty to not build any more nuclear weapons. Then Russia, in turn, pulls out of the treaty as well. By the way, I love how shitty U.S. media is because we pulled out of it first, but a lot of the headlines were massively misleading, and they made it seem like Russia pulled out first when Russia pulled out. But no, they were doing it in direct retaliation to us pulling out. Okay, so we pull out of one of the crowning achievements of the end of the Cold War, which would mean almost by definition we're in a new Cold War. Now, we're doing that at the same time we have a NATO troop buildup on Russia's border. At the same time, we have U.S. warships in the Black Sea. And now we learn, as I just told you here, Putin warns that new Russian weapons will target the U.S. if we deploy missiles to Europe. So that's what we want to do. The U.S. government wants to put missiles in Europe pointed at Russia. So this could get us right back into a Cuban Missile Crisis type situation. And all while this is going on, by the way, you know when a good time to resist would be? Now. Resist. Go ahead, please, resist. All the Democrats, resist hard. But they're not doing it. Why? Because resisting would mean admitting that the narrative of Donald Trump as Putin's puppet is bullshit. Because this is not Putin's puppet. The real scandal with Trump and Russia is that they're continually moving chess pieces here to get into a worse standoff with each other. Like I just told you, NATO troops on the border, U.S. warships in the Black Sea. So we're escalating to the brink of war with another nuclear power. And the only thing you hear from the opposition party is, oh, you should be more hawkish. And then when he does hawkish shit, they don't acknowledge it. They're not like, oh, okay, obviously he's not Putin's puppet. He's about to make us go to war with them. So this is what I've been screaming about for the longest time, that the thing that scares me the most is you have the Democrats in the era of Trump oftentimes resisting from the right. So what happened with Syria? Trump tweeted, oh, we're going to get out of Syria. Predictably, so many Democrats came out and said, oh, how could you? You're pulling out of Syria, and you don't even tell your advisors. You're doing foreign policy by tweet. That was the argument. No, the real argument is, he tweeted we're getting out of Syria. He didn't actually take us out of Syria. So the resistance should be, hey, asshole, get us out of Syria. What the fuck are you doing? It's an illegal war in the first place. Why the fuck are we there? Get out. Get out. So again, to bring it back to Russia, the resistance, well, nobody's talking about this because it counteracts their narrative of Trump as Putin's puppet. But I wish people would talk about it, and I wish the left and the Democratic Party would say, holy shit, number one, get back in that fucking treaty, you asshole. We got to get back in that treaty. It's a crowning achievement of the Cold War, and we should get back in it right now. Okay. Number two, stop doing the NATO buildup on Russia's border. Number three, get those ships out of the Black Sea. Number four, get out of Syria, because there's also, a conflict with the U.S. and Syria. It's kind of a proxy war in a weird way. We're backing the rebels. The Russian government is backing the Assad government. So I want you to resist from the left, but this is not even being talked about because it contradicts the narrative of Trump as Putin's puppet. So it's fucking unbelievable. And by the way, final point I'll make in this video, we haven't talked about this before, but there was a Senate report that just came out not too long ago, which said there's no evidence of a Trump-Russia conspiracy. So the Senate committee with Republicans and Democrats, they said, oh no, there's no direct evidence of a Trump-Russia conspiracy, and that was ignored by the Trump-Russia crowd. And the Mueller report's about to come out very soon, and it appears like all the little hints and the stories that are being dropped, the indication is, like I told you from day one, you're not going to get them on collusion, you're not going to get them on treason, you're not going to get them on conspiracy. Now again, relax, take a couple deep breaths, because that does not mean what you think it means. Is Donald Trump a criminal? You bet your fucking ass he's a criminal. He violates the emolument clause on a day in and day out basis. Donald Trump, the day he's no longer president, will get indicted, and it will be over money laundering and a bunch of financial crimes. So fear not. He will get his day, Okay, but it's not going to be like you think it is. It's not going to be, oh my God, big impeachment hearing, and oh my God, collusion and treason and all that stuff. Not happening. But I just want to tell everybody up front, there are real scandals here, and they're not being talked about because it contradicts the mainstream bullshit narrative.